Hey, my rockin' Cardinals. I hope you're as excited as I am for math today. You've been doing such a wonderful job counting your team numbers, showing me those numbers, drawing those numbers, and counting the Say 10 way. We're going to continue our learning and thinking today of our team numbers. Today, our learning target is I can show, count, and write to answer how many questions in linear and array configurations. That means you're going to be counting objects that are in straight lines and also objects that are in rows. Let's get started with math today. We're going to begin by counting the Say 10 way, forwards and backwards. Let's get ready to count together. 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, 10, 10. That's right, 2, 10. We have 2 10s, and that gives us 20. Okay, now we're going to count backwards. That's right, we're going to start at 20. Here we go. 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 6, 10, 5, 10, 4, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 1. Good job counting the Say 10 way forwards and backwards. Now we're going to look at towers. That's right. I want you to look at your towers. You have 2 towers, a purple and a green. Yes, let's count that first tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right. You have a 10, and then you got it, another 10. We have 10, 2. That's right. We have 2 10s. That gives us the number 20. We're going to look at some more pictures, some more cubes, and Miss Nakan wants you to write the team number. We're going to write it and then say it the Say 10 way. You can write your numbers on a whiteboard or just regular paper. Whatever you have at your home is fine. So I'm going to give you some think time. Write your team number. Yes, on your board or your paper, you should have the number 12. That's right. We had a tower of 10. We had our 10, and we had 2 more. Those parts gave us the number 12. Let's say that number the Say 10 way. 10, 2. Let's look at our next picture. Write your number, write your team number. Yes, you should have 14. You have your 10 and 4 more. Those parts come together to give us 14. Let's say that number the Say 10 way. 10, 4. All right, count. And then write your number for Miss Nakan. Oh, such a smart Cardinal. 16. You're right. Yes, let's say that number the Say 10 way. Yes, 10, 6. 10, 6, 16. Good. Count. Write your number. Oh, you are rocking today with your counting. That's right, 18. Yes, let's say that number the Say 10 way. 10, 8. You got it, 18. Now today we're going to read our problem, and it's about tacos. Miss Nankin loves tacos. Now remember, good problem solvers listen and look for important numbers. Vincent's father made 15 tacos for the family. Are you tugging your ear? That's right, we heard a very important number, 15. Vincent's father made 15 tacos for the family. Show the 15 tacos as 10 tacos and 5 tacos. Okay, so let's draw a picture that shows our 15 tacos as 10, 5. Remember, when we draw pictures, it's important that we draw pictures, but we want to draw something pretty quickly. So let's draw some circles to show that. Let's show our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Miss Nakia is going to circle that 10. And remember, you also have to draw the 5. You have to draw both parts of 15. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and also label my drawing with numbers to show my parts. 10, 5. Very good. Good problem solvers make sure that they have nice and neat pictures and that they label their parts to show their thinking. Okay, we're almost done, but now we have to draw a number bond to match. That's right, let's look at your number bond. We have whole, part, part. So let's think about our whole. That's right, our whole was 15 because his father made 15 tacos. And we drew that 15 into our two parts of 10, 5. Very good. I love how your number bond matches your parts and matches your drawing. Great job being a problem solver today. Now, Miss Nakia told you that we were going to be counting in lines and rows. Ooh, let's look at this top row. That is a long line of cubes. Let's count those together. I bet you probably already see some parts in there. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, we have a long line of 20 cubes. Yes. Now, look at the picture underneath. What do you notice about the cubes? That's right. They broke those cubes into 2 parts. They broke it into 2 rows of 10. They have a 10 and another 10. That's right, 10, 2. We still have the number 20, don't we? Yes, we can have 20 in a huge line like this, or we can have 20 as 2 rows of 10. Let's look at our next picture. We have our 2 rows of 10 at the top. We still have 20. What do you notice about the picture underneath of our cubes? Very good, that's right. They took our rows of 5 and they broke them. Yes, they broke them into, 2 rows. That's right, 2 rows of 5s. Do we still have 20? Yes, because we have our 5, We have another 5 that gives us 10. We're going to keep adding. We're going to keep counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, they're just showing us that 20 in different parts. Very good. Now we're going to move on to counting. But before we do that, Ms. Donkin wants to show you one more picture. So at the top, we have our 4 groups of 5, our 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. We have our 5 and our 10 side by side. Yes, so we have our 2 rows of 5 at the top and our 2 rows of 5 at the bottom. What do you notice about the picture at the bottom, though, of our cubes? That's right, they stacked your cubes into a row of 5, 5, 5, and 5. We still have 4 groups of 5, but they're stacked on top of each other. Do we still have 20? Yes, because we have our 5, 10, 15, 20. We still have 20. We're just looking at it in different rows. Now, we didn't add or take any away. No, we didn't, so we still have the number 20. Our 5 side by side are our 5 stacked on top of each other. So we're going to practice a little more. We're going to practice counting objects in rows, and then we're going to match those with our 10 frame. Are you ready? Good, here we go. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that. We have 12 cookies. We have those cookies in 3 rows of 4. That's right. Can you find that number, 12, on your 10 frames? That's right. We're going to match it. We're going to match our picture with the correct 10 frame. This is showing you 12, and your 10 frame is showing you 12 in your 2 parts of 10, 2. Let's go to our watermelons and count and count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we have 15. We have 3 rows of 5. Let's see if we can find 15 on our 10 frame. That's right, let's draw a line to match. 15 on our 10 frames. Our 10 frames is showing us 15 as 10, 5. Okay, let's count our next picture. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, look at 14. Our picture is showing us 2 rows of 5 and a row of 4. Let's see if we can find 14 on our 10 frame. You got it. Here's our 14 on our 10 frame as 10, 4. I really like to count when numbers are in rows, or as we said at the beginning, an array. It helps us see our groups, and it helps us count our numbers quickly when they're in straight lines like that. Ms. Nakia is going to let you finish your last 2 independently. I want you to count your tomatoes and your ice cream and match the 10 frame. You're also going to be working on your another problem set today where you have to write the missing number that have the ducks on them. Yes, so we're going to start with 11. When you count 11, and then look, we have a missing number, and then we have the number 13. You have to think about when you count, what number comes after 11? Right, 11 is 10, 1. And then our next number after 11 is That's right. So you would write in 12. 12 is really 10 2.